Julie Bishop there. It's now just 2 days until South Australia goes to the polls. The Liberal Party has today released their policy costings. Labor is expected to follow shortly. Our reporter Tom Fedorovich joins me now from Adelaide. Good afternoon to you, Tom. Take us through the Liberal Party's costings.
Well, the Liberals are sticking with a policy that was actually put forward by Labor in their mid-year budget review last year, and that is to cut up to $300 million a year from the public service in South Australia over the next 3 or 4 years. Now, already Labor has seized on that admission, but the Liberals are quick to point out that they will quarantine any frontline staff like nurses, doctors, teachers and police. The Liberals say that in contrast to Labor, they have run a modest campaign. They're not going to be matching Labor's plans to spend more than $1 billion removing 7 level crossings, as well as extending tram lines to the inner suburbs of Adelaide, and on a variety of other measures like laptops for high school students. So the Liberals say that their policy costings show they can afford to keep South Australia with a budget surplus and still cut a number of taxes like payroll tax and the emergency services levy. So we're expecting to hear from Labor a little later this afternoon. And as for Nick Xenophon's essay best, well, I suppose there's no traditional campaign policy costings there, because he insists that they'll be seeking the balance of power and won't actually be sitting in cabinet.
And Tom, how is it looking for the major parties just 2 days out from the election?
Well, we are in the business end of the campaign, so I suppose all the major policy announcements are done. In fact, Stephen Marshall, the Liberal leader, has even voted already. He's voted early, so he'll be campaigning, handing out how-to-vote cards on Saturday. Labor today was pointing out about, reminding everyone, I suppose, about the advocacy that party has maintained about South Australia's submarines and building those new submarines for Australia, whereas Nick Xenophon has been making a number of policy announcements in the final days. He's been releasing multiple policies a day on everything from support for victims of crime in the courts to supporting changes to child protection and the system that looks after children here. So there have been some furious and frantic efforts to sway undecided voters before Saturday's election.
All right, for now, Tom Fedorovich, thank you.